Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Villains on the Rebirth server. We are with Nightmare Lass, our level 39 Mastermind, who has over 8 million experience points earned, 350,000 to go to get to level 40, and 128 million infamy. And we are on a story arc for this guy here, whose name is Technician Nailer. So we are continuing to follow his storyline into alternate realities, where he says, I know all the evidence, what all the evidence says, Nightmare Lass, because remember last time he said we were a Nemesis clone. He says, I know what all the evidence says, Nightmare Lass, but I don't know, but I know it can't be right. You can't be some kind of Nemesis replicant. So I've been studying. I heard about how Nemesis likes to mess with people's heads, and I think that's what this is. Of course it is. Now, I cross-checked the capture report you found with the deployment orders you got before, and here's what I found. One of the men, the report said it was commanding one of the teams that was supposed to have captured you, is on his own exploring a dead world. Name is Captain Rick Deckard. Go catch him, and he can tell you what's really going on. So off we go, probably to Boomtown. Or the equivalent of Boomtown, yep. And we need to find Deckard now. Typically, on this map, if there's a single boss you're looking for, he's in the back. Usually right behind one of these buildings in the back here. So let's start there and kind of wager that that is where we're going to find him. And if it is, then we'll summon the demons and kick his butt. Is he here? There he is. Captain Deckard. He's just a lieutenant? Oh, that's really disappointing. Alright, so we'll summon the pets and we'll kick his butt. Well, super kick his butt because he's just a lieutenant. This is going to be like one shot. I don't even have to clear anything or any. I think he's going to be a boss at least, if not an elite boss. This little lieutenant is effing up all the stuff that Arachnos is doing. That seems weird, you know, that he would like be able to screw with Arachnos so much when he's just a lowly lieutenant. Alright, let's buff our pets. Probably don't even need that, but that's alright. We'll do it. We're not going to use any of the special buffs because we definitely don't need it to fight a lieutenant. And we'll get him second because he'll buff the Lancer when he dies. Not that it matters because this guy's going to die super fast. And now we kill him. So he's here, says catch Captain Deckard. I suspect if we didn't come straight here, he might have tried to run away. But since we came right at him, we got him. And that is the mission, believe it or not. That is something else. While we're here, let's kill a few more guys. Yeah, the werewolves and the dark wolves think they're big and bad and brutish until they come up against my demons. Alright guys, let's desummon and head out. That was a really quick mission. And of course that's exactly what Statesman didn't want you to do. Which is why so many of the early missions require you to defeat everybody. But in these open map missions, it's just really frustrating. By the way, I just noticed, ooh, bit of lag there. Yeah, there's a lag spike. I still forgot to pay the prestige. I didn't get around to that yesterday. We have until December 1st. That's like 2 weeks away, so we're alright. Okay, so he says, I know this looks worse and worse. So the clue was... we went after a lieutenant named Marco. I thought his name was Deckard. Hoping to disprove the information you found. However, Lieutenant Marco not only repeated what you'd already learned, but said that you was still being kept alive. The real you was still being kept alive to update your programming. Marco also said that seeing the original reboot you and bring you back into the fold. The original would reboot me. Okay. So he says Nemesis Armies claims that you're just a copy. They say they have the real you and are keeping that original alive. I don't believe it. Not a word. No, of course not. But there's others who might, and some of them might start to wonder, you got to do this. You got to find out what the Nemesis Army is really up to. Marco gave I thought his name was different. Okay, well, in fact, don't we have his name here? There's the Dark Wolf. Equinox Parasite. Yeah, Captain Deckard. I guess it's Marco Deckard? I don't know. We gotta find out what the Nemesis army is really up to. Marco gave up the coordinates. Now comes the hard part. You gotta go and I can't help you. That's fine. We can take care of these guys, no problem. Oh, let's go. So now we're in a base, and we need 2 pieces and defeat the captor. And there's a bad guy right there, so, or an enemy rather, because we're bad guys too. So we'll go ahead and start summoning our pets. And here we go. Sergeant Major Tiralor, that's a sniper. I'm surprised he didn't see us before. We'll kill him. And then we kill the Lancer. Unfortunately, the Tiralors are snipers, not true lieutenants, although they are kind of lieutenant level, right? They con orange. They do not have the buff that, when they die, buffs up all of their allies. Now, ordinarily, you want to kill the lieutenants last, when it's a regular lieutenant. But if it's a Tiralor, which is a sniper rather than a regular lieutenant, you can go ahead. Those guys are pretty nasty to us because they do AoEs, so it means it's going to damage more than 1 minion at a time, of course, since it's an area effect. But we do have an AoE heal, so that helps a lot. So we need to find 3 pieces of the truth and defeat the captor. There's another Tiralor. Go ahead. Notice they see through my stealth. That's because they have better perception than regular enemies. I don't think they could see through my invisibility. And I never was 100% sure on whether they were able to see through Tiger Shrike's Stalker Hide. Sometimes it seemed like they could, and other times I was standing right next to them and they didn't seem to see me. So I really don't know whether they can or not. But like that guy can see all the way across the room. Now, one trick you can do with these guys, I'm not going to bother with this, but one trick you could potentially do with these guys, the Tiralors, if you have teleport, right, is turn invisible. You go around the hallway, right? You go around the hallway, around the corner, or what have you, and you... Are you guys going to kill this thing or not? Let's go. There we go. Alright, who's shooting at us from above? Another Tiralor? Whoops. Alright, let's go up this way. Yep, go get him. So anyway, what I was going to say was, here's our Tiralor, right? If you come in invisible, you come around the corner, you target him. You can't attack, but you target him. Then you come back here, go back to stealth, he can't see you, teleport. And then your minions can smack him around. Now, I didn't bother to do that because they're not that powerful, but if you want to do that for safety, you can certainly do that. Okay, I don't see anybody else here, so let's keep going. I don't hear any glowies either. Alright. Last hallway. And this is probably not going to lead us to anything but the entrance. And there we go. So now we can see what's down this way. guess it's going to circle around and we're going to see another level of this lair. And there is a regular lieutenant. There's nobody around him, so we can go ahead and attack him. He is +3. +3? Am I supposed to be getting +3s in these missions? Goodness. Alright, let's give Corelli a better 2-hit chance. Go get him. Why Curly and not the others? Mainly because I want that hold. That hold's going to save us all kinds of pain and prevent him from doing anything to us, turning on any defenses, etc. And our salvage is full again. I gotta craft the enhancements I need and then dump the salvage back in the base. Now sometimes there is a I'll show you the around the corner pull here. Sometimes there's a glowy in that room. It's often like the final room of a base. And I missed. Alright, go kill him. Doesn't matter. Get the Jaeger. Yeah, I keep forgetting to mess around with salvage and enhancements. I'm busy playing rather than crafting most of the time. This is the part of the game I enjoy, not the messing around with the enhancement inventions. Alright. Is that everybody? And no glowies at all on this level. That is probably indicative that we're going to have a lot of levels to go. Because usually when they have 4 things to find, right? In even a 3 or 4 level base, you'll find at least one thing on the first floor. But here we don't have anything. And I'm just going at full speed, and my minions will catch up. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's head up to the next floor. If they don't, I can resummon them. But they should join me. Come on, guys. Make a liar out of me. There's 2. There's 5. There's 6. There we go. Follow along. I have to say, I've said this before, I'm quite enjoying Mastermind. I love having the minions and controlling them. It's pretty cool. I'm probably going to be super rusty at doing scrappery things or tankery things when I switch to a new character. Another +3 lieutenant. Wow. Anybody else in here? Doesn't look like it. Sometimes there are guys over there, but nope, just this guy. I don't need all these greens. Not when I can heal us so much. And I can engage the heal every few seconds. So there is the elevator to the next floor, down here in the south. But there might be glowies in the other area, so we gotta go the other side of the base. Over here. There's a dead end. Map it out. And now there will be bad guys, or enemies. Anyway, there's a Sergeant Major. Anybody else? Lancer. There's a Tiralor. Okay. I'm surprised he didn't shoot me. Let's see if we can get him over here. He's +1. We should be able to hit him. Nope. Man, you just need like 6 accuracy enhancers on teleport to get it to even think about working. It's just ridiculous. It shouldn't hit that. It shouldn't miss that often with 2 accuracy enhancers on it. If I had none, I could see it. But it's almost like the accuracy enhancers hardly even help. especially against lieutenants. It just doesn't work. I wonder if they have TP resistance or something. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they have resistance to teleport. That could be. Alright, let's see what we got here. Up the middle first. No, there are Tiralures over there. They're going to be shooting us as well. There's one right there. Let's see if I can teleport him over here. I don't know if I'll hit. Nope. You just cannot hit them. And my stupid minions are spread all over the place now. Go get this guy. That was weird, the sound cut out. There we go. There are no Tiralures in the other spot. And they're basically irrelevant to us. And there's another elevator. So I guess there are 2 more floors, one up each elevator. I don't see or hear any glowies here either. Alright, let's move on to the next level. One thing you almost never see is, I don't think I've ever seen in City of Heroes, is 2 elevators leading off of level 1. You go up to level 2, and there are 2 elevators going back down. Like, in other words, an elevator on each side of this place that goes down to the floor below. They're going to go to 2 totally separate levels. Again, the elevator logic in this game is very strange. Like, where in the real world do you ever come across a situation in which you find elevators that, in a multi-floor building, that only go up 1 floor and then you got to get off the elevator and go to a different elevator? I mean, maybe they built that way in the 1890s or something, but once they learned how to do elevators, they don't build that way now. Very strange. There's another Tiralure. Yeah, they really like their snipers. Got him in prison. So he's not going to be able to do anything. And I really love that. That's like Curly's best attack, is the ice entangle. It's awesome. You guys coming? There's a sergeant major. There's the boss. Maybe. That may be the boss. I'm not sure. Yeah, I didn't see the Tiralure fast enough. Is that... Yeah, Tiralure? I don't know how you say it. Or that's the boss. No, 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 come back, come back. Come back. This is not good. Come back. Follow me. Come back over here. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Alright. Well, nobody wants to screw up. Alright. We should be able to do it down 1 little pet. Let's give Curly hell on earth. And let's give Curly this other one. I'll just go ahead with the buffs. I'm not going to cut his defenses because we got him nailed right now. Alright, so we got rid of that. We will resummon the little guy. Eenie. And then we have another boss over here. and these other guys. So let's see. Let's come around this way. And there is Technician Nailer. Maybe the real one? Alright, guys. Go kick butt. And I'm going to go to the Warhulk and debuff him. Oh, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have gotten the lieutenant first, because now he's been buffed by the lieutenant's death buff. Any clues? No. What did he say? Ambush. They got a robot double of me out there, so right. We're not the robot double. He is. Turn off the flight because he's got to follow me. And now I have to lead him out. So I'm going to pause this here, and when we're done leading him out, I will bring you guys back. See you in a bit. Alright, we've led Nailer out. He gave me a clue saying he's the real one. And the guy that's been giving me orders is the automaton. So now we're on what will probably be the final level. We have 2 more clues to find. 2 pieces of the truth. Now whether they're going to be glowies or a hostage, don't know. Okay, you guys are going to wait here. See what's in here. Just lieutenants. Okay, no problem. Alright, so we will turn the Inviso back off and the stealth back on as soon as it recharges. Here we go. And attack! Yeah, I have not had to worry about an attack chain in months. So I'm going to be very rusty at it when I go back to being a tanker or a scrapper or a brute. I still have my brute that I was doing speed runs with. Hybrid 7, I think his name is. He's only like 16th level. I got to get back to him at some point too. And one of these days, I need to do Dark Melee. I know I've been talking about that for a long time and never actually done it. But there are only so many hours of the day, and I have been enjoying House Flipper and Ironsworn. I haven't played Ironsworn, but I've been reading it. And then, of course, I have my D&D group, which meets on Saturday, 2 days from now. And I got to prep some stuff for that this afternoon as well. In fact, I'm supposed to be working today, but I'm lucky in the sense that my classes, the teaching of my classes is basically over, and now my students are writing up projects and papers and turning them in, and then I'm grading them. And I got a whole bunch of the stuff graded yesterday and this morning, so now I'm taking a little bit of time off the grading. Many of the items that they've handed in are things that aren't due for a couple more days, and some students have turned them in early, but I try not to grade early because you're technically allowed in my class to keep re-uploading or resubmitting until the due date. So like if you submit an item on Thursday and it's due at 5 p.m. Friday and you realize you made a mistake, you can re-upload it on Friday morning and it'll overwrite. But if I grade you in between, then you can't. And so I try not to grade them before the due date. Since the due date's not until Friday for some classes and Monday for others, I have some time today, which is a Thursday. I also warned my class, a couple people have submitted their final project, which is due in about a week and a half. It's due like the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, I think. And Thanksgiving is coming up a week from today as I record this. And So it's very early to do finals, but they're doing that because of the pandemic. And what they wanted was all classes to be over by Thanksgiving, and then students are supposed to take their exams virtually. And a lot of professors who are teaching in-person classes are not happy about giving virtual exams. But I've been doing my whole class online, so I'm fine with that. And that's the only way I was ever going to do it anyway. And so anyway, they have until the Tuesday after Thanksgiving to submit their stuff. And a few of my students, a few of my better students, have submitted early. They're already submitted the stuff that's not due for like almost 2 weeks. And so I made a little post in our class forum and said, if you want me to grade it early, let me know. But keep in mind, once I grade it, that's it. There's no changing it. All right, there's no re-uploading. Once the grade's there, it's locked. And so I haven't had anybody answer me yet, so I'm not going to grade anything until they say either they say grade me earlier until the due date after next week comes around, because I don't want to grade something that they weren't really ready to have graded. Now, they shouldn't submit it if they're not ready to have it graded, but I give them the opportunity to realize they made a mistake and take it down if it's before the due date. Are you guys attacking? What are you doing? Whoa, what are you doing? Oh, there's a sniper up there. I was like, why were they aggroing from that far away? But it's because there's a sniper. You're not supposed to be doing that, guys, really. I mean, really? You really didn't know you weren't supposed to do that? Are you my minions here or what? Oh, Mini died. That's because you morons aggroed the wrong people. And you're all standing too far from each other, so I can't area heal you. And there's another Tiralor, that's the problem. And who else? You guys really managed to aggro some serious spawns here, didn't you? Idiots. You deserve to get shot if you're going to aggro like that, guys. You don't know your mistress very well. At this point, after 39 levels, and you don't know that you're not supposed to go into another room and aggro, you're not very smart minions. Your mistress is displeased. Be careful, don't displease Nightmare Lass. She'll hit you with her whip. And that is the clue and the mission complete. So let's see what the clues say. There's a duplicate Nemesis. We already fought him. Faked evidence. Nemesis's computer technology is wholly unique, but I've seen enough of it by now that I can navigate it. This machine is linked to one where the Nemesis Army disinformation specialists... Oh, sorry, I had to yawn there. Had been hard at work attempting to fake evidence to hide your planned kidnapping. Older files document careful work they did to falsify your capture and even fake telemetry from your supposedly robotic self. Lies, all of them, but expertly done. An unassembled imposter. The contents of this crate appear morbid at first, but you quickly realize that the parts within are not from any living body. No, the perfectly machined and exquisitely camouflaged pieces were designed to be assembled into a perfect replica of you. We found our bionic alternate. You take a moment to examine the perfect faceplate of the machine before tossing it back. If they catch you, this thing will walk the streets in your place. All right. So we have completed that task, and I don't think it's the end of the story arc, but we'll have to see. Nope, not yet. I'm livid. I'm not just going to blow my stack, I'm going to lose it completely. They had me there and replaced me with one of them machines. Well, that thing ran. Oh, it ran away. Right through the portal. Probably had its pickup spot already. Since it's in its tiny robotic mind. And it's had plenty of time to learn everything. We got to stop it before they can get it back. Alright guys, I think we're going to stop here. We'll probably end the story arc in the next episode. Until next time, I am Scrapperlock, and this has been City of Villains on the Rebirth server.